So good morning, everyone. It's indeed a great pleasure and honor to be here. And of course, as Ambassador has mentioned, that it's a bit strange, but in any case, it's a great pleasure to welcome you at the 8th European Banking and Finance Conference and address you in person. So, of course, it's a very important time for a country and for all countries, how we tackle with the challenges we face right now. Even though there has been an uptick of in new infections after summer holiday, I believe that our safety and preventive measures will be sufficient, I'm sure. We are going to control that situation. There are no doubts about that. Of course, during the lockdown, there were a lot of things which happened and a lot of uncertainty, not only about pandemic situation, but also how we are going to survive in terms of our economy. So, but here I have quite good news. If we look to the figures of the second quarter, so Lithuania's drop down was one of the lowest in the whole EU. If we look deeper and we take into account the results from the first quarter, so Lithuania's GDP went down just around 1%. So basically, I'm pretty sure that we are going to avoid even technical recession. So, and it might happen that this year we will have positive GDP result. So, but of course, provided that pandemic situation is more or less at the level we have now, and I do believe that it's important to avoid the exponential growth of new cases. So, of course, when we talk about recovery phase, it's not only important to survive, but as it was said by you and voted by you, that we should seize the new opportunities which are evolving. And what the government is doing, just recently, in July, the government adopted a plan in order to exploit the current situation, current new geopolitical and national trade waves, I would say. And our purpose is to invest in the most effective way in the shortest period of time. And I call this plan future DNA of our economy. So if we invest now in the most effective way, then we can transform our economy in a far shorter period of time. So what are the main goals of this plan? The aim of the plan is, as I said, rapidly and effectively invest in the recovery and growth of the Lithuanian economy in order to transform it into sustainable, innovative, and high value-added economy. There are 5 priorities. Of course, number 1 priority is investments into our human capital, investments into digital economy and business, innovation and research, future economic infrastructure, and of course, last but not least, investments into green energy, and of course, investments associated with climate change. So in total, we have allocated and dedicated 3.3 billion euros. It's foreseen for this long-term investment. Regarding the long-term impact of the plan's investments, we expect that €1 invested will bring a return around of €2 and generate around 12 billion euros in nominal GDP. So the plan is being implemented in a very fast way, and everybody is invited to take new proposals for the plan. And I would like to say a few words about FinTech. I'm a big fan of it, and so just to review what has happened in a period of a few years and what's going to happen next. So the growth rates during the last 4 years have been indeed very impressive. The number of electronic money institutions and payments grew by more than 150%. The value of transactions has grown more than 6 times, and the income has tripled. Regarding investment in tech startups, we can see that it has increased more than 30 times with steady growth of foreign investors. These inspiring results give us motivation to move forward, and let me name just a few initiatives and examples. So Ministry of Finance is working on the new version of National FinTech Action Plan, aimed at further reducing unnecessary barriers and ensuring proper risk management. Go Vilnius is preparing Startup Honeymoon initiative that will be aimed at helping startups based in Vilnius to start their journey. Payments Council is working on the development of Lithuania's payments market. They have recently provided recommendations for open banking and cashless payments in schools. And finally, Ministry of Finance, Bank of Lithuania, and commercial banks are continuously working on ensuring proper risk management. We are already at the final stage of establishing anti-money laundering competence center. This is good news. And on this positive note, I'm going to stop. And I would like to wish you a successful, productive conference. And of course, please stay safe. Thank you.